General chemistry laboratory start with analysis. Analysis actually two types. In analysis, is first we can know what is there present in a substance or how much is there in a substance. How much is there is quantitative, and if we analyze what is there present in a substance, it is qualitative. In qualitative test, we can analyze for both organic and inorganic. In inorganic case, inorganic compounds are salts. Salts are again made of positive ions, that is cations, and negative ion, that is anion. In qualitative inorganic analysis, positive ion, that is cation, is known as basic radical, and negative ion, that is anion, is acid radical. So will be given actually the different types of compounds or salts, and we can analyze by different tests in chemistry laboratory what is there is positive ion or basic radical or acid radical. So now we will have a systematic step through which we can analyze the inorganic salts. In the first step, we have to observe the physical state of these compounds and the color. Here the color is, if you observe, this is white color, and this is light blue, this is again white, and this is light green color. Now we can write likewise, and the physical state, whether it is crystalline or amorphous. See, this is crystalline, so there is a specific shape of these crystals. This is also crystalline. It has some specific state, specific shape, and it has blue color. If you see this compound, you will see that this is powdery. In scientific term, it is called amorphous. Next step, we will check the solubility of the salt. First, we will check the solubility in water. We will take a pinch of salt in a test tube by holding the test tube with test tube holder. Then we will add little bit of water, and we will check it, and we will see that the compound will be soluble in soluble, or it will disappear in the water. So if it is disappear, we will tell it is soluble in water, otherwise it is insoluble. In that case, we have to check the solubility with other solvent like dilute HCl, concentrated HCl, etc. Next, we will check the solubility of the salt in different solvent. First, we check in water. For that, we will take a pinch of salt in a test tube by holding the test tube with a test tube holder. Then we will add a bit of water, and then we will check it. Now we see that the salt is soluble or gone into the solvent. Therefore, we can say that this is soluble in water. So now it is soluble in water. If not soluble, then there will be a precipitate kind of thing in the bottom of the test tube. That in that case, we have to check with other solvent like dilute HCl, concentrated HCl, etc. Next, we will perform the dry test for acid radical. For doing this dry test, we have to dry the test tubes on a Bunsen burner flame. After drying, we will add a pinch of salt on the test tube, in the test tube. And then we add dilute sulfuric acid. And while adding the dilute sulfuric acid, we will carefully observe what is the changes happen in the test tubes. If there is no changes, we can heat little bit again on the Bunsen burner flame. Okay. In this case, we don't see any changes or no evolution of gases happens during addition of sulfuric acid. So in chemistry practicals, Even if we don't observe any changes, that is also one test for us. That means with this we can tell that some of these anions are not present. In the second dry test, we will again dry the test tube and add the salt. Then we will add the concentrated sulfuric acid. While adding concentrated sulfuric acid, we observe some colorless film evolves from the test tubes, which turns dense film by putting a glass rod dipping into a ammonium hydroxide solution. So this confirms that the salt contains chloride. Now we are going to perform the same dry test with concentrated sulfuric acid with another salt. Again here we will dry the test tubes and then we will add the salt in the test tubes and then we will add the concentrated sulfuric acid and observe the changes. While adding the concentrated sulfuric acid, we will observe some brown films evolve from the test tubes. The brown films intensity will increase if we warm the test solution on burner. When we see the brown films, then we add copper turnings to the solution, and the brown film intensity will increase. With this, we can say that the salt contains nitrate ion. This is the evolution of brown films. The brown film intensity increases with addition of copper turnings.